What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. As requested by one of my guild members, I was asked to make a video regarding heroes, and this time I'm not actually talking about which heroes, what you should do with them and fighting. This is more about which heroes to buy from the actual store. So if you look here, every single, I believe, week, the heroes available for purchase reset. So you get new options for heroes to buy. So I'm gonna go through this and tell you, which heroes will be very expensive to actually buy, which heroes might be worth it, and how to tell if they're actually worth it and what to look out for when you're buying heroes. So let's take a look. What is actually up for purchase this month, hero-wise, and then I'll let you know whether it's actually worth putting your time into. For example, looking at those, and you can obviously learn a thing or two, and you can make a better choice next time that you think about buying a hero. So let's take a look. One of the heroes I have right now on offer to purchase is the Prince of Thieves. Now, let's always take a look at their abilities, the battle skills, and I will let you know if they're actually a worthy hero to purchase. So let's go on ahead and take a look at the Prince of Thieves. Now, as you can see here, this package provides 15 Prince of Thieves medals, meaning you can hire him as one of your heroes, as well as have another 5 medals left over, which add up towards you upgrading to green, which is uncommon, and then obviously to blue, which is rare, and purple, and so on. So is the Prince of Thieves expensive? Let's look at this by judging by this here. No, he's actually not the expensive type of hero. He actually gives you 15 to begin with, and that is a sign that this hero is not going to be too expensive to level up. Now, I'm going to show you in a minute exactly what I mean by that, but then let's look at his skills. So whenever you see a hero that you might want to purchase, maybe you like the look of them, or you just kind of want something fresh, something new, look at their battle skills and read what it says. So you see here that the Prince of Thieves is infantry, and his battle skills are research speed, army defense, and army attack. Now, looking at these skills, you cannot look at too much information regarding the hero unless somebody tells you. So when you see this kind of thing, I can tell that this hero is going to be really good to send out into battle, because he has 2 logistic skills which give you stats boosts for your entire army, which is the army defense and the army attack, which is 25% and then 20. And then of course he also gives you research speed, which is an administrative skill, meaning that the skill will always be active. So overall, I would say the Prince of Thieves, without looking at his abilities, is actually going to be a worthy hero to look into and purchase, because he won't be the most expensive, and the skills he gives you are really worth it. Now let's look at another hero to compare. Now, if you remember correctly, the Prince of Thieves was 15 in total. Now let's look at the this package here, the Clockwork Red. Now this gives you the Witch Doll, and straight up you will probably notice that for this $20 pack, which is 1,999 with this different version of Lowe's Mobile, which you can find out if you look at the Getting Cheaper Gems video. But as you can see here, she gives you a total of 15 rather than I believe the Thief gives you like 25 on the second package. So she gives you a whole 10 less when you purchase the second package, and because she gives you 15 here, I know that when I purchased her to begin with, she was actually 10 medals in total, meaning that she's going to be a more expensive hero to level up to legendary or to purple, whichever you desire. She's going to cost you more money, because when you spend 10 to buy the one that gives you 10 medals, which is the $5 pack, you have just enough to hire her. And when it comes to obviously trying to get her to green, getting the second package, unlike the Prince of Thieves, so in the Prince of Thieves, if you buy the second package, you will be getting Prince of Thieves to green, and then the follow-up package after that, which is the $50 package, will get him to blue, and then of course the $100 would either get him to purple or to legendary. I cannot recall right now, but that should give you an idea. You may need to buy 2 sets of the 100, because I haven't done it in a while, guys. But basically he's not the most expensive hero, but for her, if you were to purchase the first package, you will have 0 medals left over, meaning that once you buy this second package here for $20, you will not have enough. You will still need 5 more medals to get her to green. And then, of course, you would need to buy the $50 pack, which will give you enough to get her to green. However, it won't give you enough to get her to blue. So you're going to have to buy the $100 package to get her just to blue, whilst with the Prince of Thieves, if you buy the $100 package, you will either get him at Epic, which is purple, or potentially Legendary, but I cannot recall correctly. But you see, always keep an eye out on the amount of medals given when you purchase the package. Same applies to this hero here. I'm going to show you. So let me first show you what I mean. So if you click on the Witch Doll, you will see that I have 0 medals left, which you can see here, bit here. I mean, I have 0 medals left, which means if I did buy that 20, I will still need 5 more to get her to the next level. Now let's take a look at Barbarian. As you can see here, the Barbarian was a cheaper hero because he still has 5 medals left, meaning if I was to purchase the $20 pack afterwards, I would be able to get him to green. Now a similar person to the Witch Doll is the Dream Witch. Seems like there's a correlation with witches, but I bought the $5 pack for the Dream Witch because I think I liked her or something, and there was another item with the package what I liked. Well, anyway, regardless of the reason, as you can see here, I still have 0. I have 0, which means that if I bought the second package of the Witch, I would have only had 15 given to me, which means that I wouldn't have been able to level her up to green. And that's a way to distinguish the heroes, whether they're going to be more expensive or cheaper for you to buy, and which ones you obviously will be able to get to a higher tier, meaning that, of course, if you were to get the Witch Doll here, so let's look at the Witch Doll. I'm going to show you this because I actually do have them. I don't have the Prince of Thieves, but as you can see here, she has really good administrative skills. As you can see, it says administrative on the training dummy, and it says that for all of these. Now, she has really good administrative skills, but the statistic that they show you when you click on the medal is the maxed out potential. So as you can see here, at grey, she only gives you 1% basically on all of these, instead of the promised, 25, 20, whatever. So, if you consider buying, let's say, the Prince of Thieves, then you will have to spend 100, but you would likely be getting 8%, for example, here, 10%, and 8% if you were to get him to purple for that 100. But with the Witch, you will only be able to get the maximum of blue with the 100 package, meaning that right now you'll be getting 4, 5, damn it, guys, 4, 5, and 4 out of the administrative skills because of her grade. So that's a good way for you to tell whether the hero will actually be good. Now, looking back at what I said about looking at their abilities, their battle skills, if Rose Knight, for example, was on purchase, it would show that you can get with her 150% timber production, 50% cavalry, and 20% army attack boost. Now, overall, if she was in the store and she was a cheaper hero, it would be somebody I would consider because she has 2 logistic skills. So that works out for me, and I'm always low on timber, but I mean, I never buy it for the production. Now, looking again at the big guy, when he was being shown, he gives you construction speed, which is a passive, like the administration, which is great, and then he gives you a boost for your 2 troop types, which is not as good as a percentage boost. So anything that has army in it is a preferred skill over just individual troop boosts. Now let's find somebody here that I would consider being a horrible hero for you to get if he was in the store. Let's see if I can find anybody. This one, for example, here. If the Elementalist was actually a purchasable hero, he wasn't if you couldn't get him through stages, he would be a horrible hero to buy. Because as you can see here, unless his skills are great in the arena, or you're buying him for that, the only use he would have would be in the arena, as the skills he gives you is food supply, as well as siege stats. And siege stats, guys, trust me, you do not want siege stats. They are worthless. Most people don't even use siege. So if I was to see this guy and he was the cheaper one, then I would be very unwilling to buy him, because unless I really like the way he looked and I wanted to use him as an avatar, it would be useless for me to actually buy him because he doesn't give you anything good. So that's pretty much it, guys, and let me show you a good hero that you can actually purchase here. She is actually I believe the best hero for logistics, guys. If you are willing to buy a hero all the way to golden for your battles, 100% I would say pick her because she's a cheaper hero. She gives you a total of, yes, as you can see here, I bought one package and I still have 5 medals left, so which means she's a cheaper type, and all of her skills are army percentages, all of them are logistics. So she's a really good hero, and you would see quite a lot of people in their billions using her as their main hero because she's just that good, guys. So that's a way for you to judge whether you should buy a hero, guys. You need to look at the type of the hero is, whether it's a cheaper type or it's a more expensive type, and you will know that if whether the first package gives you 15, that means they're cheaper, or 10, which means they're more expensive. Then you will follow up by looking at their battle skills. You will see whether they have army percentages, so whether they have army defense increase or army attack or whatever. And obviously then you will look if they have any specific boost for any troop type, so let's say infantry or whatever. And of course then you will you can pick those up if you like them, but obviously preferably you look for army percentages. And if they have anything to do with siege, or anything to do with producing resources, chances are they're not going to be worth your time, guys, unless you are somebody who's like who collects heroes, or you are a colloseum junkie and you just really want to have a good hero for colloseum. Some heroes, despite being bad and everything else apart from colloseum, for some people they're worth it because of course colloseum is something that they might want to have a good ranking in. So that pretty much clears it up, guys. You can make your own choices, of course. You can buy whoever you want, it's your money, but I'm just telling you guys how to distinguish expensive heroes from cheaper heroes, and how to find a hero that's actually worth your time and a hero that is not worth your time. And speaking of things not worth your time, the champion chests. Ugh. Alright guys, hopefully that helped, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And leave a like if you enjoyed, and maybe a suggestion for a future video. And shout out to Crazy, who was the one who asked me this question and requested a video. So this is for you, I guess. Yeah. Alright guys, bye bye.